Hey, welcome everyone. Super nice that you're joining this class again. And this class is about the most important thing in life, about love. All you need is love. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. All you need is love. So this is the topic of the class. All you need is love. We're going to do some back bends to really open up the chest, to just feel this kind of And of course, if you don't feel enough love in your life, then this is where you can start to really practice loving yourself, practicing wherever you are that you're good enough. And if you do happen to be in love or just feel there's a lot of love, that you really feel love, then this is a great class too. I mean, love is always nice to practice and always nice to experience. So hop on your mat and let's get started. So if you have a yoga mat, then take your yoga mat, and I've got some blankets here. Maybe it's nice for later. I've got some books or a block. But if you don't have it, I'm sure you can manage the class as well. So come into an easy cross-legged position. I'm sitting onto a block because that's helping me. And maybe you at home sit onto a chair or sit different. But if you can sit cross-legged, then we meet each other in a cross-legged position. Maybe wiggle a little bit, move a little bit over the sitting bones, feeling the front of your sitting bones, feeling the back of the sitting bones, and then see if you can find your center. And place your shoulders in one line of the hips, so don't lean too much forward or backwards or to one side or towards the other side. And then slowly closing the eyes and take a couple of deep breaths for yourself. Starting this yoga practice with a couple of minutes silence, because there's so much love we can experience in silence. See if you can feel the body slowing down. Move from the energy of doing, because probably the whole day you have been doing things. And see if we can now arrive into more of a place of being. Relaxing the eyes, relaxing the forehead, relaxing the cheeks, the mouth, the jaw, relaxing the throat area and relaxing the neck. Maybe move gentle your shoulders and then relaxing the shoulders as much as it goes. Relaxing the belly, let the belly become round at this moment. Softening the inner growings, softening the legs. And release any tension in the knees, the ankles and feet. And then slowly bring both hands together in front of your heart. Make that connection with your heart. Literally, we're bringing the left and the right side of ourselves which symbolizes all the dualities in our life, the left, the right, the ups and downs, the shadow and the shiny part, the sunny part, the heavy and the light part, the yin, the yang, the sun, the moon. All these dualities, all these opposite forces, it symbolizes this left and the right hand in front of your heart. So press maybe a little bit more firm the hands together. And then humbly bow your head towards your heart. So the mind is always thinking in opposites and differences. But in the heart, that's why we have the left and the right hand together in front of the heart. For the heart, there's no difference. The heart is love. And for the love, it's always good. If it's not good, it's not love. So the love is this kind of pure feeling that you can embrace everything, anything, everybody, anybody. This is how love, this is how big love is. And then very slowly lifting up the head. And you can opening up the eyes. So welcome again. And then let's do some nice warm-up movements. Seated. If you want to change your seat, go ahead. Take a deep breath in. Lift up your arms. And on an exhale, lowering down the arms again. Inhale, lifting up the arms. And exhale, lowering down the arms again. Inhale, arms up. This time, keep the arms up. Really reach the arms up, 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 up. Pressing the sitting bones down. Now pull the navel in. Now you're activating your abdominals. Pressing the ribs really close to the belly. Find a long, straight spine. And then release and twist over towards the right. So your right hand is behind you. Your left hand somewhere on top of your thigh, your knee, or maybe in the center onto the floor. Every inhale, find more length. And every exhale, twist a tiny little bit deeper. Every inhale, finding length throughout the spine. Relaxing the face. And exhale with the whole core. You twist a tiny little bit deeper. Now lifting up the right arm. And see if you can bring your right arm close towards your right ear and come into a side stretch here. Maybe just look for that sweet spot so you can really find a nice stretch on the right side of your body. And then come into a forward fold, placing the right hand on top of the left knee and the left hand is on top of the right knee. So you crisscross your arms or you have these rope arms and then bow forwards. Just to release any tension, rounding the spine. Couple of deep breaths here. And then slowly come up. And then you can stay here or bring the palms of the hands together into this eagle arm pose. Lift up the elbows, shoulder blades down, and hands maybe a tiny little bit more away from your face. Now breathe in this shoulder stretch. So the meridian of the heart, so the energy line of the heart, is also here in the upper back and the arms. The shoulders all the way to the pinky finger. Now slowly release. Take a deep breath in, both arms up. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. And then we're going to twist over towards the other side. So this time your left hand is behind you. Every inhale finding that length. And every exhale twist a tiny little bit deeper. Breathe in deep, every inhale finding more length. Every exhale twist a tiny little bit deeper, but relax your head, relax your neck. And then very slowly come towards that side stretch. So we're lifting up that left arm, bringing that left arm to the direction of the left ear and bend sideways. And then come into a forward fold with these rope arms, crisscross arms, and just bow forward. Maybe move a tiny little bit from left to right, if that feels good. Relaxing the face, relaxing the mouth. And then very slowly come up and then move into eagle arm pose again. And see if you can maybe bring the palms of your hands towards each other. And bringing the elbows a little bit up, shoulders a little bit down, and hands away from your face. Breathe. Breathe into that shoulder area. Nice stretch for your shoulders, your arms, and maybe if you move your head a tiny little bit, you can also feel this stretch in the neck. And slowly release. Now come and sit maybe a little bit different. I feel I need to sit a bit different, but if you're sitting fine, stay there. And then bring your arms over towards the side. And then really opening up that chest as if you want to receive the biggest present you've ever got in your life. It's so big that you're like, whoa! And you're really opening up for that present to receive. And then slowly you bring both arms around you. Check which arm is below and which arm is on top. And you give yourself a nice hug. You can close your eyes and start to slow dance with yourself. See if you can move the thoracic spine, so that's the mid part of your spine, the spine around your ribs. Some of the ribs are attached also to this part of the spine. And you can really just wake up activate these muscles and joints and bones, and then just feel how nice it is to have these two strong, soft, gentle arms around you. And then slowly come to an end, and then opening up again and really just receive the biggest present you ever have. You're like, whoa, is that all for me? Yes, it's all for you. Just open up, really spread those fingers wide, lean a tiny little bit back, but don't have any tension in your neck. Just look forward if that costs you any tension in the neck. Slowly, slowly expand, and then remember which arm was below. Then now take the other arm below. And then give yourself a good hug again. So there was a time in my life that I was so fed up with people saying, I was reading it in books, every time people were saying to me like, yeah, but you have to love yourself. You first have to love yourself. Yes, you first have to love yourself. Every book, self-help book I was reading, yeah, you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself. And I was just like, yeah, but I'm not sure if I love myself. Because I want to improve this, and I don't really like this about myself. And so just close your eyes and start to slow dance with yourself while you're listening to this story of me. So then I did this meditation of, I don't know if I say the name good, but it's this monk, I think, from Vietnam, Thich Nhat Hanh, something like this. I think you will know who it is. And he has this beautiful, I don't know, he taught me something, and then I was like, he was saying, you don't have to like yourself to be able to love yourself. And then I was like, I mean, you can still think like, oh, I don't like this, or I don't like this for myself, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to love yourself. Yeah, there's always space to improve. Okay, slowly open, and then come to all fours, hands and knees. And then start to move your hands in all kind of directions. So here we are activating also the heart and the long meridian. Feeling that stretch on the lower part of the arm. Making some circling movement. Free flowing the spine. Some cat and cow poses. Arching and rounding the spine. And then come back towards the center. And then all the weight onto your left arm, lifting up the right. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, thread the needle, bringing that right arm under the left arm. Inhale, come up again. And exhale, right arm under the left arm, threading the needle. Inhale, one more time, open. And exhale, bringing the right arm under the left. And come all the way down onto the head of your shoulder. And see if you can rest your head onto the floor. And then see if you can straighten out the left leg. And maybe even lift up the left arm. Keeping the balance. Breathe. And slowly come back. Lift yourself up, push yourself up back to all fours. Let's do the other side. Lifting up the left arm. And moving the left arm under the right arm. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, left arm under the right arm. One more time, inhale, left arm up. And exhale, left arm goes all the way under and come to the head of your shoulder. And then I'm just going to turn around. And you can stay here or straighten out the right leg. And then maybe if you have your balance, lifting up the right arm as well. Very good. Slowly come back to all fours, hands and knees. And then tucking the toes and spread the fingers wide and come into your downward facing dog. Bend one knee, try to straighten the other leg. Bend both knees, lift up the sitting bones high. And see if you can press your thighs to the back of the room. Again, bend both knees. See if you can lift up your sitting bone high. See if you can press your heart area towards the direction of your knees, relaxing your head. Keep your arms super, super active and press the floor away from you. And then pressing the thighs straight back. Really squeeze the quadriceps, squeeze this big thigh muscles. And then bend both knees. Look between your hands and slowly, step by step, to the front of your mat. If you want, just hang forward or hold the opposite elbow. Maybe move a little bit from left to right. Shake yes, no with your head. Flutter the lips if you want. And really let the top of your head, the crown of your head, turn into the direction of the floor. And then slowly roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly, slowly come all the way up into an upright position. And then interlock the fingers behind your back. Take a deep breath in, opening up the chest, and just lean a little bit backwards. Very little, very small movement. Activate your core and press your hips to the front. And slowly come back. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, right leg back. Bringing the right knee down and reach the arms up and sink into the hips down. Inhale here and exhale, arms to the back, interlace the fingers, squeezing the shoulder blades and opening up the chest. And again, a small back bend here. Just move, don't lean into your lower back. It's more like an opening here in the chest, pushing the hips forward and squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. And slowly come back and step back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, come to a high push-up plank and lowering down the knees and slowly come all the way down. Place both hands next towards your mat, elbows up. Take a deep breath in, come up, and on an exhale, lowering down again. Inhale, opening up, shoulder blades down, away from your ears, and exhale, one more time. Inhale, creating that space in your upper back. And slowly lowering down, hands under your shoulders. Push yourself back up, downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg and bringing that right foot all the way in between your hands. Lowering down that left knee. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, sink into the hips down. And then release the arms. Maybe take the other interlock, so the other pinky finger on the outside. That grip feels really weird. Opening up and see if you can maybe make that back bend again, right? Pushing your hips forward, strong core muscles, and opening up your chest. Really let the world see your heart. As if you have this huge big heart inside of you and you just want to show off with your own heart. Okay, tucking your left foot and make a big step forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, left foot back, lowering down that left knee and come up into your low lunge. Inhale deep. Exhale, angel wings. Inhale. Exhale, angel wings. Bringing both hands down and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to a high push-up plank. And exhale, lowering down the knees and slowly come back down. Both hands to the outside. Come on top of your fingertips, elbows up. Strong legs. Inhale, open. Come up with your upper body. Exhale, slowly come back down. Inhale, open. And exhale, down. Inhale, open. And exhale, down. Hands under your shoulders and push yourself back, downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg, bringing that left foot in between your hands and lowering down that right knee. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, sink forward and down. Inhale deep. Exhale, angel wings. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing both hands down, tucking the right toes and step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold and down, nose to the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. And on an exhale, hands in front of your heart. Interlock the fingers behind your back. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, forward fold and down with your arms overhead. Bending your knees and swing your arms forward for chair pose, Utkatasana. And exhale, straighten both legs. Nose towards the knee, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then come really high on top of your toes and pushing your heels down. Come really high on top of your toes and pushing your heels down. Come high on top of your toes, stay here. Move both heels towards the right. And heels back up. Move both heels towards the left. And heels up, one more time. Heels towards the right. And heels up. And both heels over towards the left. And come up. And then lifting up the right leg and stay into a 3-leg downward facing dog. Really press both hands to the floor. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your right knee all the way forward. And then place it in between your hands. And come up into a high lunge position. Reach the arms up. Really find your high lunge. And now straightening the front leg. And see if you can lift up your toes. Keep your balance. Breathe. Toes back down, bending the right knee. Now take a deep breath in. Think of that big crescent again. And on an exhale, you're going to hug yourself. Inhale, this big crescent. That's what you really want. It's coming to you now. And you just have to receive it. Inhale, open. And exhale, yes, we love you. One more time. Inhale, exhale. All we need is love. Bringing the left hand down and reach the right arm up for your twisted lunge. And then bringing the right hand down as well. And then step your right foot into a high push-up plank. Lowering down with or without the knees. Take a deep breath in for cobra or upper facing dog. And on an exhale back into your downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg and bringing that, stay here. We want to stay here for a moment. Really breathe, activating the arms, the legs. A 3-leg downward facing dog. And then inhale deep. Exhale, slowly bringing that left foot all the way forward. Bring it in between your hands. Give a little help if it's not there in one time. Slowly come up onto your high lead, high lunge. Really reach the arms up. Settle down into this posture. Now straighten this front leg. Find your balance. Lift up your toes. Breathe. Slowly toes down, bending that front knee again. And then inhale, think of that big crescent. It's almost too heavy to handle it. But then you just give it to yourself. Inhale, think maybe of something you really want in your life. And then exhale, just drink it in. Inhale, the most important person you will ever meet. is you, is yourself. So give yourself a nice big hug. One last time. Inhale and exhale. Tell yourself, oh, I'm so happy you're here. Right hand down, left arm up, twist your lunge. And then bringing your left hand down and step into a high push-up plank. Lowering down with or without the knees, your choice, your battle. Inhale, cobra or upper facing dog. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look between your hands, step, walk, or maybe hop your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Interlock the fingers behind your back. Take a deep breath in, opening up the chest. Exhale, forward fold and down. Bending the knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, come to a high push-up plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale, strong legs, open. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg, bend the right knee and opening up the hip. And then bring your right foot all the way in between your hands and come up into a high lunge. Straighten the front leg and find your balance. Toes back down, back to your high lunge. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug yourself. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale back into your warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Come forward and down into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Breathe. And then slowly come back up. Bend the front knee. Take a deep breath in, reverse warrior. Stay here. Straighten the front leg. Come forward and back with your arms. And again, second round, Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. And exhale, bend your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. And on an exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Twist your lunge. Bringing your right hand down and step back to high push-up plank, lowering down with or without the knees. Inhale, opening up the chest, relax your face. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg, bend the left knee and opening up the hip. Breathe. Breathing is the best thing to do, always. Okay, straighten the left leg, bringing that left foot all the way forward. And come up into your lunge position. Straighten the front leg. Lift up your toes. Lowering down the toes. Inhale, think of that big present. Exhale, yes, you deserve it. Give yourself a nice hug. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, back into your warrior two. Now straighten the front leg. Come forward and down into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Breathe. Relaxing the face, the eyes. You're doing really good. Relaxing the toes, pull the navel in. Strong body. Find that flexibility and space in the breath. Inhale, come up. And exhale, bend the front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay here. Oops. And then straightening out the front leg. And then come back again with your arms. And then the second round, Trikonasana, coming forward and down. Both legs are still straight. Breathe. Finding length and space in the side of your upper body, left and right. And slowly come back, bending the front knee, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And on an exhale, right hand down, right heel up, and twist your lunge. Left hand goes down and step back, high push-up plank. Lowering down with or without the knees. Squeeze the core muscles. Inhale, opening up, but relax your face. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. And inhale, wave yourself forward into a plank pose. And then lowering down all the way onto the floor. So keep your hands again next towards the mat, fingertips onto the floor and elbows up. Inhale, open. And exhale, go down again. Inhale, go open. And now this time, stay here. Activate your legs. Look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. And slowly come down. Bringing your hands alongside your body, palms facing your own legs. Take a deep breath in and come up only with your upper body. Strong legs, so the knees are off the floor. Every inhale, see if you can lift up your upper body a little bit more. And then slowly release and bringing the right cheek onto the floor. Okay, again, legs together, activating the legs so the knees are off the floor. Arms are alongside your body. Take a deep breath in and lift up your upper body, lift up your arms. Palms are facing towards each other. Your upper legs are super active. Your glutes are super active. And then lift up a little bit higher. Breathe. Okay, listen very carefully. Lift up your left leg off the floor. And left leg down. Lift up your right leg off the floor. Keep it there. And bring it down. And release. This time bringing your left ear or your left cheek to the earth. Maybe shake out your hips a little bit. Rock in a little bit with your buttocks, with your hips. And let's do it again. Both legs are super active. Feet are to touch. And so the feet are together. Knees are off the floor. Activating the thighs. Pull the navel in. Find length into your lower back. And lift up your upper back. And if you want, you can also interlock your fingers behind your back. If that doesn't feel good, keep your hands just facing towards each other. And then lift up your left leg. Keep it there. Place your right leg next towards your left leg. Now lift up your right leg a tiny little bit higher. Keep it there. Place your left leg next towards your right leg. One more time. Left leg a little bit higher. Keep it there. Right leg next towards your left leg. Breathe. And release. Shake out your hips. And then slowly bringing both arms to the front. And then bend your left leg. All the weight is now going to be on the right arm. So really place it there where you feel, here I can actually place my right arm the best. So I can let go of my left arm. And then you go with your left hand and see if you can look for your left foot. See if you can now stretch this thigh by pushing this foot closer towards your buttock. Breathe. And slowly release. Other side. So now the lower arm of the left arm is on the floor and bending the right knee. Really pull the navel in and look if you can find with your right hand your right foot. And then see if you can press it down. So the right elbow comes up, press it down, but also press with your left hand down to the floor. And slowly release. And then come lay down onto your belly. Maybe shake out your hips again. Release. And then you can turn around onto your back. Place your feet hip distance apart and check the distance with your fingers towards your heels. Pressing the feet firm into the floor and lift up your hips. See if you can bring the shoulder blades a little bit more towards each other. Pull the navel in. Keep pressing your feet towards the earth. And on every inhale, see if you can bring your chest a tiny little bit closer towards your chin. But keep space in your neck. If you want, interlock your fingers behind your back as well and breathe. Now open up and really breathe into your heart here. And slowly release. Separate your feet, let your knees come to touch, and place both hands onto your heart area. Feel the heartbeat. If you don't feel your heartbeat, I can assure you it's there. Okay, let's do that again. Placing the feet hip distance apart. See if you can touch with your fingers the back of your heels. And then press your feet firm into the floor. Lift up your hips. Lift up your hips. And then make space so the shoulder blades come a little bit together. Interlock the fingers behind your back. And see if you can keep on lifting. Keep on expanding. Really just find this opening. Breathe. And then very slowly come back down. Release. Separate your feet. Knees to touch and both hands into your heart area. Following the beat of your heart. Breathe in, breathe out. And then let's do the third and last time. And when you want to go for a full bridge pose, do your thing. I'm just going to guide the half bridge. So again, bringing the feet hip distance apart. Check the distance with your fingers to your heels and lift up your hips. Really opening up, interlock the fingers and lift up. Relaxing the toes. See if you don't have any pain in the neck, otherwise just come down. Try not to look towards the left or to the right. See if you can keep your neck in a neutral position. Just lift up, creating that space. Breathe. And then very slowly come back down. Gonna separate your feet again, knees comes together and both hands onto your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel that muscle, feel that power. And then slowly bringing the knees into the chest. Make a nice couple of movements here, massaging your lower spine. And then rock and roll forward and backwards, or just come to the side, that's also fine. And then come back to all fours, hands and knees, tucking the toes and come into your downward facing dog. Bending the knees, look between your hands and slowly come all the way forward. Inhale halfway up and exhale forward fold and down. Inhale, come all the way up. And on an exhale, hands in front of your heart. So we completely now are ready for Nataraj. Balance, back bends. Finding the balance into your left foot. Lifting up the right, bring it backwards. And see if you can grab with your right hand your right foot. Lifting up the left arm. Really finding that length. And see if you can press the right leg backwards. Inhale deep, opening up the chest. And lift up that right leg a little bit higher. Until you feel you cannot lift up your right leg any higher. Then maybe move your hips a bit forward. You can see me going forward already. It's not that you want to level your upper body towards the floor. But you actually want to create that back bend. So opening up that chest and finding that balance. And slowly come back. And release. Feel the arms, your back, the legs. And then try the other side. So all the balance into the right leg, lifting up the left leg towards the back and see if you can grab your left foot with your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm up and first see if you can activate your left leg towards the back and up. So see if you can bring your left foot, your left toes towards the ceiling, and then by itself you will probably come a little bit forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Think of bringing your head towards your left foot and your left foot towards your head. And if you fall out, you fall out. You just try again. Nataraj, Shiva dancing pose. Okay, if you are still in it, slowly come out. And again, feel maybe your shoulders, your neck, your arms. And then from here, come towards a seat. Bring both legs together. Squeeze the legs together. And give with your right arm a nice embrace. You can even hook your fingers into the little hole in the back of your left knee. Left arm is behind you. Take a deep breath in. Lengthening the spine and twist towards the left. Breathe. And slowly come back. Other arm, embrace with your left arm over both knees, right hand behind you. Inhale, finding that length. And exhale, twist over towards the right. And slowly come back. Straighten both legs out, take a deep breath in, and exhale, come forward and find length. Breathe. Paschimottanasana. is love. Do. All you need is love. How can you possibly give a little bit more love towards yourself in this pose? Release tension maybe. Maybe make some funny faces to release tension in your face. And slowly come up, bringing both hands behind you. Keep your legs straight and come into this full pose with a lift on your arms. If this is a bit too much, bend your knees and come into reverse tabletop. But if you think, oh, this is a nice practice, then try it with both legs straight. Okay, slowly come back down and come lay down onto your back, bringing the knees into the chest. Make a couple of nice circling movements. And then bringing the right leg over the left. And then you can go into a twisted root twist. Bring your knees over towards the left. Maybe you want to bring your right arm more over the right head, next towards the right ear. Maybe you want to bend your right arm and really opening up the chest here as well. And slowly come out and then change sides so you can bring your left leg over the right. And then move both knees over towards the right. Slowly come back and then rock and roll forward and backwards again, or just come towards the side and come towards the seat. And then see if you can balance onto your sitting bones, lifting up your feet. See if you can straighten the legs or keep them bent and straighten out the arms as well. Breathe. Can you still love yourself in this pose? You don't have to like this pose, but you can still love yourself in this pose. Okay, slowly come back, just round the spine for a moment in cosmic egg. Slowly roll yourself up, finding that balance again. And this time see if you can grab with your hands your big toes. See if you can straighten out one leg. I don't care if it's straight, but you can maybe straighten a little bit. Maybe some of you can straighten it even more than what I'm doing now. Don't surrender your heart though. So really just opening up the chest, give yourself a really nice smile. Maybe you want to open and try to lengthening both legs here. And slowly come back down. And then come lay down onto your back. Make that movement your body is really asking for. What is it what your body needs? Maybe just to stay here, rock and roll a little bit from left to right. Massage the lower back. And then from here we move into Shavasana, so come lay down onto your back. See if you can bring your shoulder blades a little bit more towards each other to be able to also here really opening up the chest. Palms facing up. And then you can squeeze into your fists. Squeeze your arms. Squeeze your legs. Really squeeze your whole body. Your legs and your buttocks and your belly and your fists and your arms and your face. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Release. Just stay here, letting go of the class as well, letting go of all the exercises you did, letting go of any tension, just simply be here, nothing to do. The fact that you are is enough. Release. Slowly start to deepening the breath again. Moving your ankles, the toes, the fingers, the wrists. And start to breathe in really deep. Maybe there's a yawn coming. And then opening up the whole body by bringing your arms overhead and give yourself a nice stretch. Maybe the left side and the right side. Alternated from each other. And then bringing the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And then slowly come towards the side. Give yourself one more deep breath here. And then slowly we come up in towards a seat. Placing both hands onto your heart. See if you can feel your heartbeat again. And then bringing both hands into Namaste. And bring the Namaste, the left and the right hand in front of your heart and bow towards your heart. So here the always ever busy mind bows to the stillness of the heart. And also the duality of the mind bows for the union of your heart. All you need is love. Okay, slowly come out of this class. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this class. It was really nice to practice again. Write some comments below. Always nice to read. And stay healthy, stay happy, stay smiling. And then this Saturday, Mira is teaching a really nice new moon flow. And Sunday, I'm here again with a nice yin yoga class for the long meridians. So that would be nice if you can join. Bye bye.